Alright, welcome to the final video. For this video, let's take a look at one more example of how to teach metacognition. I developed this flowchart for moving through the steps of metacognition. Please note that these are not the only reasons that comprehension fails, and they're also not the only fix-it strategies that can be used to resolve confusion. If you want to use this with your students, once again, bring their focus to the act of self-awareness. With a tool like this, students must first know when their comprehension fails, and then they can begin to identify why it failed, and then do something about it. I would recommend using this several times with several texts. The interesting thing will be to see what patterns emerge for each student. I have several students who would identify their issues as stemming from not paying attention or losing their train of thought, but the same students may also struggle with confusing vocabulary well before they lose focus. It may help students see how confusion can lead to loss of focus. Using a tool like this, in conjunction with explicit practice in noticing when they stop comprehending, will help students prevent their confusion from becoming debilitating, or at least prohibitive. You can use this with any text. The idea is that students continue to notice when their comprehension fails, and each time it fails, determine why. Then they follow the flowchart through the fix-it strategies for the reason they identified. The arrows are color-coded to match the reason for confusion, so they should just follow the arrows through one possible fix-it strategy. If that doesn't work, they move to the next one. If that doesn't work, they move to the next one, and so on. And as you can see, I put ask for help as the very last resort. The idea is that we allow students to become independent with this, as well as automatic. So it may help to model each fix-it strategy before having students use this tool so that they really know what does it mean to use context clues. And when we reread the passage and think about what we've already read, what does it actually look like? And how do you quickly look up a helpful definition of an unknown word? And where can they find the resource to look up the definition? So with that final example, the instructional portion of this course is complete. Thanks for spending the time and energy to learn more about metacognition and its impact on comprehension of academic texts. Now that you've developed some basic knowledge of metacognition, its components, and how it aids in comprehension of academic texts, it's time to put your learning to the test.